Hello there, welcome to episode 27 of my Krastorio series. So, between the last episode and this one I didn't really do much. I just finished up this little complex here, but there's not enough sulfuric acid in the pipe, and thus we have to change something about that. Today I am going to go a little bit deeper into, well, pretty much everything I can do now. Like, we have all of a sudden so many new options available and new requirements have come up. I've taken myself some time to look up what's new on the plate, and yeah, just as you've seen here with the cliff explosives, I have opened up the green circuit array to maximize it. We can now put a 15 unit belt array up without problems. That's one thing. And the other thing is my industries get more and more reliant off of oil. That's something I really realized. The longer I was studying everything, the more it came across me that oil is pretty omnipresent. So sulfuric acid is a product we need lots of. Like, I had it somewhere. Not with attack cards, but there they are. These circuits, they need sulfuric acid each. So that means I'll need more oil. And there were some other recipes I checked out which also needed either sulfur or sulfuric acid. And there's also the gas power station I'm really interested in, and that would also need oil. So I need more oil. But I looked up the map, and it's really not that easy to come across oil here. So for some reason the water doesn't flow here, but this whole thing here is a jumble and a mess, and I've decided to reduce this spot down to one dynamite factory, because I am already having this. We're gonna get somewhere with that amount of explosives, and I don't need that much more. And so now I'm having the ability to lay down my water supply a little bit more organized. So I just did that in a real hurry back there. So let's do this a little bit better. Okay, there we go. I'll also want some here, and I figured that a loader will be way more appealing. Can this thing? No, it can't. So we're going to output with a fast inserter. That's okay. So this way I'm going to produce as much as possible, but this buddy here, he would actually need more than just one chemical plant, but I don't have more oil output available. Not really. Well, maybe I'm gonna organize that around a little bit later, but for now I don't need much more, because I have now the sulfuric acid running through this array here, and we're producing blue technology cards. So there's a attack forming over there, and I need to take care of that. The biters are evolving and growing more and more aggressive. I mean, I'm producing pollution like crazy here. I can't really be mad with them about that, but doesn't change anything. It's my planet, friends. Until I have launched a missile, then I'm gonna stop with this whole factory business. But until then, you have to bear with me, dear biters. Okay, there. Attacking over there. Okay. So overall, this flank here is completely vulnerable, and the biters are able to attack from this side. I don't like that too much. I want to secure myself a little bit more. So I'm also able to produce more and more cliff explosives. Like that. Okay. The easiest way to do okay, so how much inventory space does that stuff use? Okay. Not too much. So I've collected the biomass because I felt like let's make some use of the goop. And I was carrying around walls, wasn't I? No? Oh, dang it. Okay, no walls for me. They're somewhere around here in the chest, I know it. Ah, spring has come back, and thus my nose is already begging for mercy. Good old hay fever. Okay, so a few turrets, you know, just a few, not too much. Let's feed them some more ammo here. Half a stack for everybody. I'm carrying around so much ammo. There we go. So, considering how aggressive everything is evolving, I want to build my military tech cars as soon as possible to get something like what is their combat shotgun. Doesn't sound too crazy. Slowdown capsule, okay. Armor piercing. Oh, let's see a tier 2 ammo for the sniper rifle. I guess that will make short work of the big worms there. Okay. Speaking about big worms, going to go for some good old turret craziness. Because I don't agree with this amount of biters in my vicinity. Honestly, they're way too close to my factory. They can live over there. It's no problem, but ow, not that close to my domain. Okay, okay. A friendly resettlement offer. Man, us humans were really dirty beings. Gotta say. Factorio always shows me how mean beings us humans are. Worst part about it, I don't care. Honestly, I wouldn't care. If I would have been in the position of this little guy here, I would, I guess, not do exactly the same, but I would also protect my premises, I presume. So, speaking about which, since I'm having so many turrets available, I'm going to protect the flanks here a little bit more. The whole planet is growing more and more hostile, and I gotta respect that with the appropriate countermeasures. Okay, back to tech. I think I want to have the mining technologies pretty soon. I mean, the MK2 mining drills, they sure sound quite appealing, but they'll also need rare metals. That's something I don't have right now. So I felt like I wanted to go with the lab research speed next, because this will overall make my process quicker. And I'm not sure if I really want to stick with this amount of laboratories. I really consider amping up a little. Like, not much. Come on, let's do that. Let's get us 4 more. Pretty sure my production can handle that. So, I'm going to do this like that. Here we go. And the red-yellow game is necessary, sadly. And I was thinking about something like this. So they'll get their blue cards from over there. Easiest way to figure it out. Without needing to split off things and everything. Okay, so we're done with that. Where to next? I want to build the military tech cards as well, so by the research data. We're needing coke, biomass, and steel plates. Coke I will need to pick up from somewhere more distant. Well, I should have everything I need in my pocket to do that, so we're going to produce a coke transport line. Krastorio really makes it hard to put everything you need for your factory on one main belt array. It's pretty, I don't know, trying to bundle up everything on one main bus. I was really thinking about it, but it didn't seem to make huge sense to me. I mean, sure, it would make everything a lot less spacious. Like, this is all pretty spread out, but I have I have room for expansions with that, and I won't be having any trouble if something shows up I didn't pay attention to before. Okay, so back to my coke line. I don't want to dip into that line. Like, this is the support for all my smelters. I don't want to thin this stuff out. And the other one was directed into a completely different direction, so no. I really didn't want to produce more of that. Oh dear. I didn't figure that one out, didn't I? Okay. I did something bad there. And I didn't pay attention to it. Silly me. This furnace needs that to live. Okay. Where did they, it's coal, not coke. Ah, well, no matter. I was just wondering if I could split up something from there. We're going to do that. So, let's go with the red belts. I have almost 1k in my pocket of them, so... Also, it's going to be quite a long ride here. Okay. Oopsie. Wait a sec. Should be able to cross that in one go. The red ones are way more efficient. Can't wait for the real big ones. So that's really something I'm looking forward to. The ability to build really really big technology. Tell you what, we're going to leave it like that. Oh, did I break it up now? I'm not sure if I did some damage here. Okay, so they're moving. Nope, everything seems fine. Okay, so I'll need this stuff over here. Man, that's some really long way to go. I want to return back to the smeltery, and also sorry, I need to take this little detour. I forgot that I wanted to pick up explosives to handcraft some more cliff explosives, because I want to get rid of those cliffs on the fly while I'm passing the areas, because well, I somehow don't find the time to do it a little bit more organized. So there we go. 60 units handcrafting. I don't have I don't have the spirit right now to build a cliff explosive array. Handcrafting is completely okay for me. So let's check it out. Well, I guess I'll go until I hit that pipeline. Guess that's what I'm gonna do. I just wanted to make sure that I have some goal in mind, you know. I want those advanced labs as well. Whoa! They have a 1.9 research speed after the increase. Okay, let's go. It's going to be a big research. And the first one we're using or no, the second one we're using our blue tech. The research one was already... Oh, wait a sec. No. Silly me. Haha. Not the yellow ones. Okay. Is there... there. Nice. I guess that was... That must have been the last square there. Okay, let's go. This looks like a depleted ore line, or am I wrong? No. There was never more on this belt, I see. Up. Give me that. No. It would have been smarter to have used the yellow ones all the way, or at least cheaper. Maybe not smarter, but at least cheaper. Okay, let's walk the red belt. A few units of coke will travel over there. So there we go. Now I have the module I need. So, what was our output goal here? 1? Did I go for that? Yeah, okay. So we're going to configure another output goal for the military tech cards. There we go. So, surprisingly enough, it's another 6 of them. Not really surprising. Just kidding. Electronic components, blank tech cards, spider research data. Spider research data. That was the thing. So I'll need, if I use those 3 of them. Coke, steel, biomass. Well, biomass is a limited good. That's the real issue there. I'm going to produce the, I guess I'm going to produce the biomass down here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Do we have already some influx of steel into this array? It doesn't look like we do. Well, the only split off with steel is over there. So we're going to split off some steel for us. Wow, this whole thing has grown to quite some extents. I mean, seriously. When I just look at the cable mess there, I was quite surprised about how many materials this whole facility already transports, and well, Might not be the tidiest place, but we're also not really complete chaos. I really like this place here. Grew close to me. But every sandbox ultimately does. Okay. So, this one needed no steel plates. Oh, look at that. Problem be gone. Oh, so good. Just so good. Okay. I hope that's enough room in between. I'm not sure. So we're going to have these 6 facilities here. So 5 of them. Oh well. Who cares about symmetry? And we're going to configure them real quick. Go. And I'll probably want to get some blank tech cards over there. This was... Good lord. Is this situation actually under control, or doesn't it overstrain? No, I'd actually need... I'll need a blank tech card thingy anyways. So, are they okay though? Yeah, they are okay. Even overproducing. Wonderful. Okay, I'll pick up another assembling machine for blank tech cards. So it's obviously copper cable and iron plates. Well, I'm just going to expand that array a little. It's the easiest way, I guess. So I'm going to expand it by just adding up some more production firepower into the array. So there we go. I just extend this thing by with machines which are already present. So I'll continue just with the lab research speed for now, because I oops, I didn't want those. Let me input them somewhere. No, no, chaos! Chaos is spreading. Blank tech cards. There we go. Didn't mean to copy the recipe. I wanted to put this stuff into there. Okay, I want to have another facility for blank tech cards. I'm going to write it like this. There we go. And that should work out quite nicely. Let's check out the input-output ratio. Okay. These guys are not outputting quick enough. Completely, I'm not using my full potential on this array. Good lord. And we didn't even know about it. Going to do it a little bit differently here. A wee little bit differently, because this makes it easier to manage that stuff. Because I really feel like, whatever. It's, don't want to make a big fuss about these iron plates. They're just going to get transported over here. Fast inserter in there, boom. Okay. So, let's What's wrong? No, nothing's wrong. He has no output potential anymore. Okay. So, we're melding them a little bit more into something more handy here. Okay. Sure, a little bit clunky, but it does its job. It produces a pretty well-packed belt. There we go. Okay. Now, after this problem has been solved, I can safely pick up some more from this lane. If I manage to find some spot where I can split off another thing. So, I want to, where does this stuff flow? Okay, this direction. I want to stop this madness a little bit and, begin to migrate this stuff over here. We're almost there, friends. We're almost there. So, whoa, 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 whoa. Not like this, friend. Not like this. So, this was what I had in mind. I'm going to pick up some stuff. I'm out of underground belts. Well, with the blank tech cards, it's a quite intricate thing to do. Where are my yellow belt? Oops, there. Okay. So I think once we're adding up the next level of technology cards, because there will be another layer. I think I'm going to redesign my whole laboratory from the scratch, because this is just not really reorganizable anymor. Like, take it or leave it. This is a ball of weird, which works optimized on 6 of these buddies, but apart from that, I really would need to put these at least into a certain order, like pre-production and then the tech card production. That would be the least thing I would need. But I don't mind. It's beautiful as it is. So, how do I want to do this? So let's check out the recipe first. I mean, is there any difference in ratio? So I'll need mostly biomass. So biomass is the biggest thing here. Well, could do half a belt. Yeah, I feel like going for half a belt there. So we're going to do a little black magic here. Okay. There we go. I swapped over to yellows after this junction here because I felt like I don't need to do anything else. So, biter research data. It has an insanely high production time, so I suppose that, yeah, one basic inserter is more than enough for everything. So the other thing here is, I think I'm going to put down a warehouse. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a big old meanie here, but honestly, I just want to have some place where I can just dump all that biomass into and just don't care about it anymore, you know? It's just what I want to have, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to output with red inserters onto this direction. Just quite simple. There we go. So, the last necessary thing were electronic components. I don't think I have electronic components in my research facility yet. I think I only have them in my red circuit facility, and these are the guys, aren't they? Let's check it out. They need electronic components ready. Okay. So I'm going to invite that stuff over here into the laboratory area as well. Ooh, directions. So, well, I would love to just combine that stuff with the biter research data, you know. That would be for me the ideal way to deal with it. So let's just drag it over here and see if we can do some black magic. So I mean, nobody can really stop me from doing this, and I already see a quite simple option of a T-merger, honestly. So let's check out what'll happen here. I'm having this stuff over here. So I'm going to possibly going to need to do the T-merger like this. So if I'm not completely wrong, this should be working out. Unless I'm judging the range of the output of the long-handed inserters wrong, but we're going to see. Would be really cool, but this stuff has a production time of 40 seconds, so we're going to need a little bit of patience. Okay, there we go. So, but as far as I remember, it should work. Okay, let's do the usual. What about the inserter amounts? So they can completely handle a normal, a yellow inserter here. Wonderful. And a red one for the long distance stuff. Yep. Going on the right side of the belt. Wonderful. Oh, speaking about belts, I'm out of belts. Okay, so this means I did it. I'm having now, well, let's call it the Tier 2 tech. Because I consider this set here as the Tier 1 technology. Don't know. I feel like that stuff is way easier to produce than the stuff we're handling right here. Sadly, it only gets harder from here. No, I actually enjoy that. Okay, we're just going to merge them now as well. There we go. This should be doing the trick. Of course, only when they have somewhere to output. Okay, there we go, my friends. Fresh military tech. The only problem here is the amount of biter research data is limited, so there we go. I'm going to pick up that warehouse because it was only a temporary measure. So I guess I'm going to dig out some biomass during the next time, like in a larger scale. And now I'm also able to go for the next level of military tech. For the level after that, where we can get new sorts of grenades, we're needing the utility tech cards. And these guys involve the next big step in material advancement: uranium. Good lord. I'll have a huge trouble of leading those red circuits through this place. Oh man. What have I done? Anyways, so time to roll the credits, my friends. We're now having a intermediate research facility. I would really like to call it that. I'm not happy with it in a longer run, but we're going to plan for the long run when we're going to expand into the next sorts of technology, because then it's going to be more and more interesting, because you know, well, we have still a little bit of space left, but it starts to be less and less. What's going on with my green cards? There I was, wanting to dig out some biomass when I suddenly realized, what's wrong with you guys? Electronic circuits are out. So, for some reason, why did I think that this would work? Oh well, sometimes my wisdom eludes me. So we're going to have a nice half belt here. There we go. So I'm going to replace this whole area with the new contraption. Because I understand why it didn't work. Although, let's redo this. I don't like what I did there too much. So the easiest way will be to ensure the half belt as soon as possible. Let's do it like that, possibly. There we go. That's more like it. So we're leading them together. Boom. And there we go. Fix that big old array. And what's wrong with you guys? You're suffering from a lack of automation cores. What happened to this place? Why is everything not working anymore? So they picked up a mix of these both things as well before. Okay. So we're going to do a similar thing as before. Just going to put these under a belt. I guess some reconfigurations had to be made at some point. Okay. There we go. And that's what happens when you build too much on the fly, just like I'm doing here. Honestly, it's this is showing off what happens when you're not having a bigger plan or anything. But somehow Okay, what? Somehow the whole blank tech card business went bankrupt. Okay. That's no wonder when we're not having any good belt splits. Okay, so there we are. So here you see how you can fix up messy things. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still it still stays messy, you know. I just repaired some sloppy machinery, but I mean, we're going to improve it later. So at the end of the series, I hopefully manage to build a good and well structured research facility here. But at the end of the day, I am completely satisfied and okay with my work here, because I had no clue how this works when I started with this series. So I think it's completely okay to just be overwhelmed at the beginning of things, and just to work with your best, well, as best as you can, and you can optimize later when you have actual experience with the stuff you're working on. This is not like the other series where I could have looked up from somebody else how to do it, you know. But I really enjoy that. Okay, that's that. So one last check, all the machines are working, so I can leave this facility like this and roll the credits. So my friends, feel free to drop me comments about this video, about this whatever. Feel free to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I just hope this blank tech card thing now works. I don't understand anymore what I built there, but anyways, I'd really like some thumbs up or even a subscription to my channel if you want to support me and my work a little bit more. If none of those, just thanks for watching. That's the most important part for me. And I hope we're going to see each other again when we're diving deeper and deeper into the technological wonders of this mod. See you guys. Bye-bye.